Welcome to the Daily English Learning Podcast.
Hello to all our enthusiastic English learners from around the world. Welcome back to the Daily English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Olivia, and I am thrilled to continue our Modal Verbs series with my wonderful co-host, Martin.
Hello, everyone. It is fantastic to be here with you again. In our previous episodes, we explored can, could, be able to for ability, must and have to for obligation, and should and ought to for advice. Today, we are focusing on may and might, which express possibility and permission.
May and might are essential for expressing uncertainty, making predictions, asking for permission politely, and discussing possibilities. Understanding the subtle differences between them will help you sound more natural and precise in English.
These modal verbs are incredibly common in both formal and informal contexts. Native speakers use them constantly when discussing future possibilities, making polite requests, or expressing uncertainty about present or past situations.
In this episode, we will explore when to use may versus might, their meanings and functions, how to express past possibility, their use in formal contexts, and common expressions. Let us dive into this essential lesson. Let's start with the most common use of may and might, expressing possibility about present or future situations. It may rain tomorrow means there is a possibility of rain. We are not certain, but it is possible.
She might be at home right now, expresses uncertainty about her current location. We may go to Spain this summer, suggested it is a possibility but not confirmed. Both may and might express uncertainty or possibility.
The key question learners ask is, what is the difference between may and might for possibility? In modern English, especially in American English, they are largely interchangeable for expressing possibility, with might being slightly less certain than may.
Some grammar books say may indicates higher probability than might, but in practice, most native speakers use them interchangeably. It may rain, and it might rain express essentially the same level of uncertainty in everyday speech.
However, in formal or academic writing, may is often preferred over might. The results may indicate a correlation sounds more formal and professional than the results might indicate a correlation.
Might is more common in everyday conversation and sounds slightly more tentative or hesitant. I might go to the party sounds more uncertain than I may go to the party, though the difference is subtle.
May is used to ask for or give permission, especially in formal contexts. May I use your phone is a very polite request for permission. It is more formal than can I use your phone.
In formal situations, traditional grammar prefers may for permission. May I speak with the manager at a business, or may I be excused in a formal dinner setting? May shows respect and formality.
Teachers often correct students who say, "Can I go to the bathroom?" by saying, "You should ask, 'May I go to the bathroom?' because may is traditionally considered more proper for asking permission."
However, in modern informal English, can is much more common for permission than may. Most people say, "Can I borrow your pen?" rather than "May I borrow your pen?" May can sound overly formal or old-fashioned in casual contexts.
Might is rarely used for asking permission. "Might I use your phone?" sounds extremely formal, almost archaic. For permission questions, use may in formal situations and can in informal situations.
To give permission with may, you may leave early today, or students may use calculators during the exam. This is formal. In conversation, you can leave early is more natural.
May not and might not express negative possibility. Something possibly will not happen. It may not rain tomorrow means possibly it will not rain. She might not come to the party means possibly she will not come.
For negative possibility about present situations, he may not be at home means possibly he is not at home. They might not know about the meeting suggests uncertainty about their knowledge.
May not can also express prohibition, especially in formal rules and regulations. Passengers may not smoke on the aircraft is a formal prohibition. Similar to must not, this use is very formal.
Students may not use mobile phones during exams, or visitors may not enter without permission, are formal prohibitions. In conversation, we would say, "You cannot smoke here," or "You are not allowed to use phones."
Might not is only used for negative possibility, never for prohibition. It might not work expresses doubt about success. She might not agree suggests possible disagreement. Might not is softer and more tentative than may not.
To express possibility about past situations, we use may have plus past participle or might have plus past participle. She may have forgotten about the meeting means possibly she forgot.
He might have left already suggests the possibility that he has already departed. They may have missed the train expresses uncertainty about whether they caught it or not.
May have and might have are interchangeable for past possibility. I may have left my keys at home, and I might have left my keys at home express the same level of uncertainty about a past action.
For negative past possibility, use may not have or might not have. She may not have received the message means possibly she did not receive it. They might not have understood the instructions expresses uncertainty about past understanding.
In fast speech, might have sounds like mighta or might have. He might have been there is how it sounds casually. In writing, always use might have or might be, never might have.
Might is wonderful for making very polite, tentative suggestions. You might want to check your email is a gentle suggestion, softer than you should check your email.
You might consider speaking to a lawyer, or we might try a different approach are polite suggestions that leave room for disagreement. Might make suggestions less direct and more diplomatic.
Might I suggest is an extremely polite, formal way to make a suggestion. Might I suggest we postpone the meeting is very courteous and deferential, often used in business contexts.
Questions with might can soften requests. Might you have time to help me later is more tentative and polite than can you help me later? However, this is quite formal and uncommon in casual speech.
Both may and might appear in conditional sentences to express possible results. If it rains, we may cancel the picnic suggests a possible consequence. If you study hard, you might pass the exam expresses possibility.
In first conditional sentences, may and might indicate less certainty than will. Compare, if it rains, we will cancel, which is certain, versus if it rains, we may cancel, which is possible but not certain.
Might appears in second and third conditionals for hypothetical situations. If I had more money, I might buy a new car is second conditional, unreal present. If I had known, I might have come is third conditional, unreal past.
If you asked politely, he might help you suggest a possible outcome in a hypothetical situation. Might adds uncertainty to the conditional outcome.
May is used in formal wishes and blessings, especially in written English. May you have a wonderful year, or may all your dreams come true. These are formal, elegant expressions.
May God bless you or may peace be with you are religious or ceremonial expressions. May the best team win is said before competitions. These uses of may are quite formal and traditional.
In formal speeches or toasts, may I propose a toast to the bride and groom, or may this partnership be long and successful. May adds formality and ceremony to good wishes.
You might also see may in formal purposes. This research may help us understand climate change better, which shows purpose, or we exercise so that we may stay healthy is formal purpose. This is quite literary.
May well and might well add emphasis to possibility, suggesting something is quite likely or reasonable. She may well be right about this means she is probably right.
You might well ask why this happened acknowledges that the question is reasonable. It may well rain later suggests rain is quite likely. Well adds emphasis to the modal.
He might well be the best candidate for the job emphasizes that this is a reasonable assessment. This may well be the solution we have been looking for, expresses strong possibility.
May well and might well are more common in British English than American English. They add a layer of reasonableness or likelihood to the possibility being discussed.
May as well and might as well mean it would be reasonable to do this because there is no better alternative, or why not. We may as well start now. Everyone is here suggests there is no reason to wait.
I might as well tell you the truth means there is no point in hiding it. We may as well walk. The traffic is terrible suggests walking is the sensible option given the circumstances.
These expressions often imply resignation or pragmatic acceptance. I might as well go to bed. There is nothing good on TV, or we may as well cancel the trip. The weather is awful.
May as well and might as well are completely interchangeable in this usage. Both are common in everyday English and express the same meaning.
It is important to distinguish between must for strong deduction and may or might for possibility. She must be tired expresses certainty based on evidence. She may be tired expresses possibility without certainty.
He must have forgotten means I am certain he forgot based on logic. He may have forgotten means possibly he forgot, but I am not sure. The strength of certainty is very different.
Compare that must be expensive, which means I am sure it is expensive, versus that may be expensive, which means possibly it is expensive, but I do not know. Must expresses logical certainty, and may or might express possibility.
For negative deduction, use cannot or can't, not may not. He cannot be at home. All the lights are off expresses certainty. He may not be at home expresses uncertainty.
American English uses might more frequently than may in everyday speech, especially for possibility. I might go is more common than I may go in American conversation.
British English uses both may and might more equally, though patterns are similar. British speakers might use may slightly more in formal writing and might in speech.
For permission, American English strongly prefers can over may in informal situations. Can I leave early is universal in American English, while may I leave early sounds formal or old-fashioned.
British English maintains the can and may distinction for permission more carefully, especially in educational contexts, though can is increasingly common even there.
Let's address frequent errors. Mistake number 1, using may or might with do in questions. Wrong is do you may go. Correct is may you go. However, this sounds strange. Better is are you allowed to go?
Mistake number 2. Using to after may or might wrong. Is it may to rain? Correct is it may rain. Modal verbs are followed directly by the base verb without to.
Mistake number 3, confusing past forms. Wrong is he may left. Correct is he may have left. For past possibility, always use may or might have plus past participle.
Mistake number 4. Using might for permission questions. Wrong is might I borrow your pen? This is extremely formal and archaic. Better is may I borrow your pen, which is formal, or can I borrow your pen, which is casual.
Mistake number 5. Writing might of wrong is I might have seen him. Correct is I might have seen him, or I might have seen him. This is a spelling error based on pronunciation.
Let's practice real situations. Making plans. I might go to the gym later, but I'm not sure yet. Or we may visit Paris this summer express uncertain plans.
Asking permission formally. May I ask you a question in a professional setting? Or may I interrupt for a moment in a meeting?
Discussing possibilities. The package might arrive tomorrow, or she may not have received the email express uncertainty about events.
Making polite suggestions. You might want to bring an umbrella. It looks like rain, or we might consider other options, softens recommendations.
Expressing past possibility. He might have been at the party. I did not see him, but he may have been there discusses uncertain past events.
Let's review systematically. May and might express possibility, uncertainty, and are largely interchangeable in modern English, with might being slightly more tentative.
May is more formal than might, and is preferred in formal writing, scientific contexts, and when asking for permission politely, might is more common in everyday conversation.
May not can mean negative possibility or formal prohibition. Might not only means negative possibility. For past possibility, use may have or might have with past participles.
May as well and might as well mean why not or suggest the most reasonable option. May well and might well emphasize likelihood.
May appears in formal wishes and blessings. May you have success. For permission, may is formal, and can is more common in casual contexts. What a comprehensive exploration of may and might! These models are essential for expressing possibility, making polite requests, and discussing uncertain situations naturally.
Remember, in modern English, may and might are very similar for expressing possibility. Choose might for everyday speech and may for more formal contexts.
In our next episode, we will explore will and would, examining their uses for future predictions, habits, requests, and hypothetical situations. These are among the most versatile modal verbs.
Until then, you might want to practice using may and might in your conversations. You may find they make your English sound more natural.
Thank you for listening, everyone. May your English learning journey be successful.
See you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and remember, you might make mistakes, but that is how you learn.